Welcome back to NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman. We're wrapping up our discussion with the experts from CattleFax. And gentlemen, I'd like to get just some final thoughts. Kevin, let's start with you.
Okay. Well, first of all, as we thought about demand, there's some real challenges out there. We talked about the $100 a head that we think we've lost this year in fed cattle values because of demand. We drilled that down into food service demand and the economy-related issues. I think the real challenges as we go forward is to try to get more dollars back in the consumer's pocketbook, get them back, spending more dollars away from home, casual dining, steakhouses where we've been hit the most, get more dollars coming back into our system. You know, on the positive side, as you think about it, we have reduced production levels, not only for beef, but all protein levels over the last couple of years. So the supply side's pretty bullish going forward. We just need some little bit of help on the demand side.
Gotcha. Brett, what would you offer?
Well, I'd just say, Kevin, you know, coming from the cow-calf world myself, I realize that marketing isn't always the top-line item of the day. I know there are a lot of things to be thinking about on a day-to-day basis, and in the old days you would say, you know, I hope the market's good this fall when I sell my calves. And I would just say the world's changed, and it's going to continue to change. I think ranchers need to be much more plugged into that, not that it needs to be the top-line item every day, but I think the analysis we have, the way these markets move, we have a lot of opportunities to increase profitability through taking a better look at marketing. I think the Trends publication, the CattleFax membership has a lot to offer in that respect.
Just being more proactive.
Yeah.
What would you offer?
Well, Kevin, I think that corn prices are going to remain volatile. As we've seen over the last 2 or 3 years, we've started out with projections for very tight supplies and managed to produce a crop to make up for that decline, and things kind of balanced out. But longer run, the increased usage is going to continue to require that each year. So that's going to be an important topic going forward.
Mike, what are your final thoughts?
Well, Kevin, we've kind of covered the gamut today, at least some of the top of mind issues, and you know, I guess what I'd finish up with is that obviously our industry is going through some troubling times, some challenging times, and we think we're going to survive this. We're going to get through it to the other side, but our industry is changing in the process, and I think that really what we want to be able to do as a group at CattleFax is to help producers get through that change and manage through it, and help them any way that we can with the information, research, and analysis that we provide every day so that they can make more informed, better decisions. Those decisions increasingly are made on the fly. They're not made with all of the perfect information. They're made with what you have available, and they tend to be more so now today than they were maybe 4 or 5 years ago, things that you've got to decide very quickly. And so we want to just make sure that producers know that we're here for them, and we're working hard for them every day.
Well, we appreciate what you do, and we thank you for coming back to this show at Cattleman to Cattleman. Your insight is always helpful. Be sure to join us next week as NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman goes live. We'll sit down with industry experts, including NCBA CEO Forrest Roberts and NCBA President-elect Steve Fogelsong, as we take your calls on issues ranging from trade to country of origin labeling and the political climate in Washington, D.C. Join us Tuesday night, December 1st at 8:30 Eastern, as NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman goes live.